everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is my June TBR. I apologise for the mess of the bookshelves behind me, but we are rearranging them to find out what's going on with them. And by we, I mean Heather from the Lichen Project and I. Yes, Jersey, you have to be a part of every video of mine, don't you? We realised that our bookshelves didn't work for us when we filmed a collab, which you'll see on her channel probably tomorrow, will be when it'll come off. And I will be posting my half of the collab next week. So the shelves will look a bit different in that video too. So on to the TBR. My first book, which I love. I've started reading, and it is Dear Banjo by Sasha Wasley. It is a rural romance set in Western Australia, which is amazing because I rarely read books that are set in WA, and the only author I've ever found that I enjoy that set books in WA is actually Sasha Wasley or SD Wasley. Otherwise, it's usually all American novels that I read. So this is about two neighbouring farmers who haven't seen each other in 10 years and what happens when one of them gets called home due to emergency. If you love romance and you love a good old outback setting, I thoroughly recommend it. In my previous video I went on a little bit about Sasha Wasley, and if you read this book you will understand why. The next book, True Blue, is out, and that'll be on my July TBR. Okay, my second TBR for the month of June is Rowan of Rin, The Journeys. That's all 5 Rowan of Rin books in one. I read this when I was in high school. I enjoyed it. It's a tale about a young boy who never felt like he was really part of the place he grew up until things started to go wrong and he had to step up and he was the unlikely hero. So this is very much an underdog story. And so there are 5 books in here all about how this one little skinny runt of a kid becomes a hero not only to his people but to other people in the area. And as you can see, I've gotten just over halfway through and I'm hoping to get it finished this month so that it can be off my TBR shelf, and I'm enjoying it as much as I did when I was a kid. Another book on my TBR, which I know very little about. I was told I had to read this by Heather from the Lichen Project. All I know about it is a space-based graphic novel, and it falls into the science fiction category. So I will be reading this when I get a list of pages to avoid, because there is a spider-based assassin, and I am arachnophobic, so I may have to skip those pages in order not to have a bit of a freak out. And I'm willing to admit I'm arachnophobic. I really don't get on well with anything spider-based, so we'll see how I go. But apparently the spider assassin is only in the first part of the book, so once I get past that it should be good. The final book in my TBR, which is still downloading from Audible because I do not actually have the physical book, is this one here on my iPad. I don't know if that'll show up too well. It seems to, but it's making me all dark. That is Magnus Chase and the Ship of the Dead. Now, I love the Magnus Chase series. He is a I'd like to call him a mini Deadpool, because he has that same sort of cheeky, off kilter, talk directly to the audience, break the fourth wall kind of vibe. The Magnus Chase series is about a kid who dies on his 16th birthday, and that's when the troubles begin. In this book, they have to go and stop Loki from starting Ragnarok. And they first have to find what's known as Naglfar, the Ship of the Dead. Then they have to somehow rebind Loki and get him back to his prison. I'm only a short way in, and it's had a guest appearance from Annabeth and Percy from the Percy Jackson series. And let's just say Percy realises he did something stupid. But that is not unusual for Percy. So that's my 4 books for my TBR for the month. Behind me I've got some wrapped books, and I will be putting these books up on my Instagram and on Facebook. Because I'll get you guys to vote on one of them to add to my TBR for next month. Rowan of Rin was my wrapped book for this month. Well, actually last month, but it's moved into this month because I didn't get a chance to read it last month, and I will be reading it this month instead. That's bye from Jersey and I, and we'll see you next time.